He looked me in the eye and said, "No, I don't trust them." Just like that. After years of friendship. So I smiled, said, "Okay," and quietly made a new plan. What he didn't know is that by refusing to help, he was turning down thousands of dollars in free firewood. And when he came asking later, oh, I made sure he felt every splinter of regret. If you've ever had someone slam a door in your face after you spent years being kind, this story's for you. Hit that like button, subscribe, and settle in, because this isn't just revenge. This is justice, seasoned with firewood and a whole lot of pettiness. Let me take you back to the beginning, because this revenge didn't come out of nowhere. It came from quiet disrespect, and years of me being the nice guy. I live in a pretty peaceful neighborhood. Our backyards bump up against each other, separated by fences and tree lines. The guy directly behind me, let's call him Rick, he and I have always been friendly enough. Shared beers a couple times. I even gave him firewood from time to time when I had extra. Rick's got a gravel driveway that stretches all the way to the back of his yard. He parks his truck, boat, and RV back there. It's not much to look at, but it's solid. And when I had to cut down one of the biggest, oldest silver maples on my property, 90 rings, massive and beautiful, I figured Rick would have no problem letting the tree crew use his gravel path. I mean, it made perfect sense. The trees back near our mutual border. His gravel would have given the bucket truck a safe and easy path. I even offered, in writing, to pay for any damage, even though the crew was bonded and professional. But Rick, he looked me dead in the eye and said, "No, I don't trust them. They'll mess it up." No discussion, no neighborly compromise, just a cold, clipped, no. Now, listen, I'm not entitled to his driveway. It's his property. But something about the way he said it, like I was asking for a kidney, not a strip of gravel. After years of being friendly, sharing firewood, watching each other's houses, he just shut the door on me. I smiled and said okay. But inside, I was simmering. So I made a plan. Instead of his driveway, I cleared a path on my own side. Ripped up several healthy bushes. It wasn't cheap, and it wasn't easy. But I wasn't about to let Rick's pettiness box me in. A friend of mine runs a paving business. I called in a favor. He brought over 20 massive steel plates, and his crew laid them down to protect my yard from the weight of the equipment. The result? We had a solid road. Minimal yard damage. A little tilling and reseeding later, and you'd barely know we'd been there. And Rick could have had the same deal. No damage. Maybe a little gravel replacement. That's it. But nope. He wanted to be difficult. The tree crew came in and knocked it out fast. 3 hours, tops. They dropped the tree, chipped most of it, and left one massive 7-foot section intact. It was too good to shred. Another buddy, a cabinet maker, immediately jumped on that. It's already at the sawmill, soon to be something beautiful. We also saved 9 4-foot straight pieces, future baseball bats, if another buddy of mine has his way. Now here's where it gets interesting. My grandson and his friends came over with the wood splitter. These kids were machines. They stacked and sorted every last usable piece. We filled 2 wood shelters on my property, enough to keep the fire pit burning all summer. The rest? Straight into the dump truck. Off to my farm, where it'll season properly. A full truckload of premium hardwood firewood. You could easily get $3,000 or more for that load, if not more. That evening, I'm out in the yard, raking up twigs, just enjoying the quiet, when Rick walks over. Looks at the wood, then looks at me. "Hey," he says casually. "You gonna give me some of that?" I paused, looked at him, didn't say a word, just pointed to the empty pile. He chuckled like I was joking. "Really? Still raking?" I answered, "Really." He just stood there, couldn't believe I wasn't offering. See, in the past, I would have offered. I'd have told him, Pay the kids a little and they'll cut and stack it for you. For $300, he could have walked away with what sells for over $3,000. But not today. Today, I remembered the look on his face when he refused to help. The way he didn't even consider being neighborly. And now? He got nothing. Meanwhile, my other neighbor, you know, the one who did help me clear bushes. They've got a fireplace, and sure, they only use it for romantic nights. But they know they can come grab wood anytime they want. I'll even help them load it up. Rick, he's on a different list now. And I'm not done. See, the fence at the back of the yard? It's mine. Right now it's got a gate, but I'm thinking about replacing it. Maybe no gate this time. Just a solid, privacy-enhancing line. Or maybe I'll plant native wisteria. Let it creep up, wrap around, and give us some sweet-smelling distance. After all, it's damp enough back there for it to thrive. Give it a couple years, and Rick won't even see my yard anymore. And the best part? That sweet 7-foot slab of silver maple? Soon it'll be furniture. Gorgeous. Maybe I'll make a coffee table and invite the good neighbors over. Toast marshmallows by the fire. Talk about how good it feels to cut out the dead wood, literally and figuratively. Rick stood there, staring at the empty spot where the wood used to be. Like he couldn't believe I hadn't saved any for him. For years, I gave freely. I trusted him, treated him like a friend. And with one, no, he showed me